Wow, I really got to get my hair cut at some point here, people. I'm literally running out of options here. So, what am I saying right now? Anywho, what's going on, Menham family? Welcome back to my video here. So, I obviously need to talk about something with you guys. You know that I have so much stuff here that's reptile related, whether it's enclosures or like little decorations, all that kind of neat stuff looking like that. So, I'm here to discuss on like how much have I paid for all of these sort of products like individually, like whether, like I said, if it's the enclosures, water bowls, hides, plants, bedding. I'm gonna go ahead and discuss all of that on today's video, you guys. So we'll go ahead and check out starting with the water bowls. So this little water bowl right off the bat, you guys, I bought at my local pet shop. It's only probably costed me close to about maybe like $10, you guys, believe it or not. So now water bowls like this, you guys, there's a few different brands out there, like some of them either by Zilla or Exoterra or Zoomed even. Usually like the ones by Zilla are slightly a little bit cheaper than this, maybe around like $6-7 a piece. But if we get like towards like Exoterra or Zoomed, they're probably gonna be around $12-15 a piece, you guys, for their smallest water bowls. But like I said though, there are different sizes you can get from these little ones to the large full-grown size ones, and the ones that I have seen, the most expensive ones, are probably around $30 a piece. And usually those are either by, like I said, Zoomed, Exoterra. Those are the big like reptile product brands out there that sell very expensive products, but usually work quite well. So even though this one is nothing kind of like Zoomed or Exoterra related, it's still a pretty good brand though. Fluker's family owned, like reptile product brands, whether they have water bowls or fake plants and stuff like that. So, but it's really good use though. So, and by the way, you guys, I am gonna have to make an announcement here in the next couple vlogs here, because something interesting is coming up. So, but I also want to address to you guys how important it is. So, but in the meantime though, so yeah, water bowls, I think they're probably one of the good product brands, obviously, to have, but also one of the most important ones to have, too. So, because most reptiles need to stay hydrated about 99.9% of the time. So, anywho, water bowls, I'd say they're at a pretty good price. Hi. You greeting the family on camera? Meow. Hi. Oh. You're just greeting everybody? You're so cute. You're so cute. Another dose of cuteness from Bagheera. So obviously our next product that we have here obviously is just reptile bedding, you guys. It's actually Zoomed's Aspen Snake Bedding. And I've actually used this product before a few years back, and since then haven't really had much of a chance to use it. But nonetheless though, this is actually, based on my personal experience, is a great product they have here. This is actually an 8-quart dry bag of them, you guys. So now the price on this bag, for example, was probably about, I don't remember exactly what it was. I think it was like $11, I think it was. So that's not too bad, but there was the other one right next to it, you guys, the larger bags, which was 24 quarts. So, and that one probably was going around close to $24-25. So it is obviously got a lot more bedding in it, and it's a bigger bag, so it's obviously going to cost more. So, but again, I guess it depends on what type of brand you're getting, you guys. You guys know I also have Zoomed's Eco Earth bedding actually in my closet. You guys may not realize that, but that's the bedding I use for most of my animals that I have here as well. But there also is the Zoomed's Rept Chips bedding, which is kind of like the parody to Zilla's like snake chip bedding, I guess, and also Aspen Santa chips as well. So really great products though nonetheless. But again, these kind of products depends on the price, what you're looking for. But like I said, a bag like this, an 8-quart bag, it's not gonna be like $10-11, for one bag. But if you want to get something bigger though, like I said, 24 quart bag of these, it's gonna be, like I said, probably about $20-25. So I mean, is it totally worth it? If it's urgent, then yeah, I say totally go for it. So, but yeah, nonetheless though, and it also says on it too, #1 preferred snake bedding by professional reptile keepers worldwide. Do I agree with that? Well, I could say I could agree with that 100%. So, well, I shouldn't say 100% because nothing is 100%. Am I right? Am I right? Yes, no? Alright, so nonetheless though, definitely some great stuff in here though, for sure, you guys. So, obviously, bedding, definitely a key important thing if you are getting a pet reptile, and definitely don't want to actually use other products, whether if it's like sand. You guys, sand is definitely one product I definitely would cross off because it's just not really that good for your animal in general. So, but nonetheless though, aspen snake bedding, you guys, definitely recommend it. Whether it's, like I said, if you want to use cocoa fiber bedding or aspen sand chips, those work for your pet reptiles too. Okay people, I'm going to give you guys an update on all my fishing gear here. I'm super duper excited to bring you guys along. Well, I don't think I'm going to bring you guys along on the opening day, but I wanted to address to all of you guys that are watching this. This coming weekend is the opening day for trout season here up north in Michigan, and I'm super duper stoked about it, you guys. And I got some trout gear that's already set up here, you guys. I got a net in here and all sorts of other stuff, so I got a couple of fishing poles with me just in case, you know, if like one of them, you know, gets snagged or a line snaps. So and obviously I have another tackle box in here. This is where most of my bass gear is, because obviously bass season is also around the corner. So I might not just try and catch for trout and stuff. I might try to maybe catch and release some bass too along with that, you guys. So hopefully I can bring you guys along for this adventure at some point, but right now is not the time for it. So, but in the meantime, again, I am super excited that spring is officially here, you guys. So much of the snow, pretty much all of the snow is just about gone here. Just a few little piles here and there, but nonetheless, spring is officially here, everybody, and I can't be so excited even more, you guys, that spring is finally here for us. So next thing we obviously need to share to everybody that's new to keeping reptiles is having the right size enclosure here. So take for example my girl Ellie here. She's been in this enclosure now, I think for like 2 years, maybe 2.5 years, something like that, and she seems to be really adjusting to it pretty well here. Not gonna lie to you. Wow, I really gotta cut down on pop on that one. So back to what I was saying, everybody, is that this kind of cage here, I don't exactly remember like where I got it from. You know what, actually I do remember that now. I've had this cage now for almost 3 years, and I bought this downstate near Detroit at a local PetSmart, and the enclosure itself here is an Exoterra like screen cage, like sort of like a vertical cage, I should say, you guys, and it's a 12 by 12 by 18 enclosure. So with that being said, the price on it, if I recall, was probably about $150, and yeah, that's not surprising because think about it, $150 for an enclosure is quite a bit of money. But like I said, usually Zoo Med Exoterra products are known to be more expensive than other average reptile products usually. So it's really interesting though. This enclosure has done so good to me, especially for Ellie here over the years. It's done so good, and honestly, I think she's starting to get ready to outgrow this cage. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I think nonetheless though, we'll eventually find maybe a slightly bigger cage for her, and she's thinking I have food, but I do not have food for her. So nonetheless though, let's go ahead and check out a couple other enclosures here in my room that actually have different prices on them. Now all of you know, this is my girl Lucy's cage here, and she's had it for not even a full year yet. And now this one I bought at my local pet store here, not too far away from here, you guys, as well. This enclosure itself, I think, probably went for like $170, I think. I'm not exactly sure, because this enclosure specifically had other, like sort of like other reptile supply supplements in it too. So, but this cage itself, it's probably close to maybe about $160, maybe, depending on the price on sale, even if it was on sale. But obviously my girl Lucy here, I noticed she's starting to slowly outgrow this cage here. It's a 10-gallon Zoo Med terrarium. Not a glass door one, actually, you guys. It has a screen cage top on it that can open up, but it's just basically almost like your typical reptile terrarium. So, but like I said, she's definitely outgrowing it for sure. So I am reptile cage hunting for her. So one of these days here, it won't be long until we get her a bigger cage. So nonetheless though, absolutely a neat looking cage. Again, Zoo Med products can be expensive in Exoterra, but they are nice cages though, and they work really hard on these products. So but if you are interested in any of these products, you guys, I highly recommend either checking out the Exoterra or Zoo Med websites, you guys. I'll go ahead and leave their websites down in the description for you guys. Go ahead and check it out. The next cage I want to share with you guys real quick, actually, before we disclose on this version here of the reptile adventure here. Obviously, everyone knows my girl Ariel's had this 20-gallon Zilla terrarium for about 2.5-3 years now. And she's actually starting to slowly outgrow it, but she doesn't seem to get any too much bigger here. And obviously she's just getting some sun here. You guys taking a little snooze there. So, and this enclosure itself, I think costed me about 150 bucks as well. Because really it's just a plain Zilla terrarium, you guys, with just a sliding like screen top on it. And it's kind of similar to the Zoom Med cage that I just showed you moments ago. But this enclosure I got, it was like 2019 I think it was. And she's just done so good in this cage here. So I obviously added some new decorations in it, a new water bowl, and some some branches in there, and some little leaf cover there too. So again, this enclosure, like I said, $150 for Zilla product, especially it's a 20 gallon, you guys. That's actually not a bad deal. So, and obviously Zilla, another reptile supplement brand, you guys. They are actually pretty good prices on them. They do have some neat stuff on there, you guys, whether it's water bowls, little bits of like, you know, maybe like some fake plants or fake branches, or like I said here, example, you got some neat enclosures they have on them as well. So, and I believe they actually just came out a few years ago too. They had came out with some double-doored Zilla enclosures as well. So that's kind of interesting that I have not gotten one yet, but maybe one of these days I'll get one. So, but yeah, Zilla products, you guys, definitely a great one as well. Do I think they're the best? Probably not, but definitely not the worst. So, but I think absolutely though, this cage so far for a few years now has done a very fabulous job. It's getting dark out already, everybody, and just enjoying our first bonfire finally of the year, because it's actually warm enough for once. And finally, with winter officially over, just gonna enjoy it while we can, and hopefully when summer arrives too, we'll have hopefully have more of them. Maybe cook up some s'mores.
Yeah.
Oh, we do?
Yep, if you want to go find them.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm hungry.
Bentley, no.
But yeah, hopefully this summer, if we are hungry enough, we probably might get some. So, anywho though, I'm just gonna sit by the fire and play some campfire songs. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna wrap it up here for the vlog here for the night, because tomorrow is gonna be a big day for me. I'm going out for the open season of trout season. So, I don't know how do I put it, you know, but nonetheless though, we had a really good time, you guys, actually enjoying the bonfire, but also kind of actually sharing you guys some of the products, you know, that did like exactly how much of this stuff, you know, has costed and all that kind of stuff. But nonetheless though, let me know in the comments below and tell me if you guys have any other suggestions on what you think I should cover on. So regardless, I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I promise I'll see y'all on the next one.
Soundstripe.